I'm Amy Lindoff, and I'm here with your NCAA Bracket Challenge update. Ram Center starts now.
Hello, Westchester. Welcome to another episode of Ram Center. I'm your host, Josh Swift.
And I'm Ashley Williams. The semester is winding down, but that does not mean spring semester sports are. Coming up in this episode, we will feature coverage on WCU sports, a field report on the baseball team, cold cut segment, and pro sports.
Hold up. What are you talking about winding down? I'm stressed. I know you're stressed.
True.
I'm ready for the semester to be over. But before we get into that, how about a little update on our bracket challenge? Amy?
Well, I don't know about you, but thanks to Villanova and North Carolina, my bracket is busted. It's been a crazy ride. 65 teams had entered the tournament, and we're down to the final four. While we've already seen some upsets like North Carolina State knocking off Villanova and Georgia State beating Baylor, for the most part, the higher seeds are advancing, and the lowest seeded team to reach the Sweet 16 was 11th seeded UCLA, but they lost to Gonzaga. And the madness continues with the favorite Kentucky still undefeated. They punched their ticket to the Final Four with a crazy win over Notre Dame. It came down to the final seconds. The last shot looked like it had a chance, but Kentucky pulled it off. They'll be facing good Wisconsin teams in the semifinals. Those guys can really play. It's going to be exciting to watch. As far as our Ram Center Bracket Challenge goes, while no one's overly impressive, sports does lead with 68 points. Just to give a little perspective, the #1 ranked bracket in the nation only has 105 points total. The Final Four begins with the semifinals on April 3rd and the championship game on April 6th. So Ashley, you still got time to get your predictions ready.
Thanks for the update, Amy. I'm sure there will be a lot of people jumping on the Kentucky bandwagon this week, but let's first jump on the WCU bandwagon and see how our teams did this week. Starting off with the softball team, who are undefeated in the PSAC conference, they played a doubleheader versus Chestnut Hill College and shut them out in both games. 3-0 in the first game and 4-0 in the second. With the wins, the Lady Rams record now sits at 16-6 and a perfect 4-0 in the conference. Good job, Lady Rams.
Very good indeed. The baseball team also had a doubleheader. Their opponent was Kutztown University. They split the games with KU winning the first game 10-8, but failing 5-9 in the second. Westchester's Robert Knox went 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs. Their record is now 7-6, which is an improvement over last week's record. Keep grinding, boys. All the hard work is going to pay off.
Now, last episode, we brought you a history report on our baseball team. This week, we'll check in with Kate, who is at the baseball game versus Kutztown. Kate, what can you tell us about the baseball team?
Thanks, guys. So I'm here today with
Dylan Tice
of the men's baseball team. Now, Dylan, statistically, you are the #1 hitter on your team right now. How would you say you worked towards this accomplishment?
We have a great coaching staff. We do a lot of work in practice, and hitting a really deep lineup. We got guys ahead of me and guys behind me. So really, it feeds off my teammates.
Okay, and looking at your team as a whole, how do you guys look for the rest of your season? I know you're just getting started, and what are you doing to prepare for your season as a team?
We like where we are right now. I think we're set up well. We're starting to swing the bats a little bit, and our pitching staff's very strong. And the way we started off in the league, we think we have a good future, and we have a big weekend coming up this weekend, so we're ready to go.
And also looking forward, what would you say maybe some of your team's biggest challenges will be, or your biggest competition?
We just need to stay consistent and play one game at a time, really. When you get too far ahead of yourself, that's when you kind of slip up. So we're just taking one day at a time, one pitch at a time, and working from there.
Right. Okay, well, thank you so much for taking the time to come out, and back to you guys.
Thanks, Kate. Now it's time for Athlete of the Week. And Ashley, do you know who it is?
Of course, it's Majesta Valentine from the gymnastics team. Recently, she was selected to compete in the NCAA Division I Regionals in Morgantown, West Virginia.
Not only that, she is the first gymnast in school history to be selected to compete in the event.
The meet will take place on April 4th at 4. Westchester University wishes you the best of luck, Majesta. Make us proud.
The men's golf team finished second in the Goldie Beacon Invitational Tournament with a score of 314. The Rams just finished 5 strokes behind Wilmington, who won the score of 309. Remember, this is golf, where the lowest scorer wins. Ryan Fogel placed 3rd individually with a score of 76, only 4 strokes over par.
Down in Virginia, the women's golf team placed 7th in the Yellow Jacket Invitational hosted by Randolph-Macon College. The Lady Rams were led by freshman Lauren Mullen, who shot an 83 in the final round and finished 14th place individually.
All right, now let's check out some top plays in our Cold Cuts Duel of the Week.
All right, thank you, Ashley and Josh. Welcome to Cold Cuts Duel of the Week. I'm Jay Ram, and beside me is a guy who could not wait for spring sports to roll around.
That's right, I'm J-Rad, and it is finally baseball season.
Yep, sure is. Well, if you're not sure how this show works, we each pick a highlight, we show it to you. You go on Instagram, you like the videos, use your hashtags to pick a winner.
All right, first up, let's look at our first play. We got number 27, Clay Harwick of the plate for Westchester, and he's gonna hit a long fly into right center field. Center fielder's gonna go back to the warning track, and he can't make the catch. Harwick goes and makes a triple off the error. Westchester goes on to win the game 11-8 in this doubleheader, and that is my play of the week.
That's a pretty good one. I liked it. All right, my play comes from the defensive side. Bloomsburg at bat, he swings and sends it out to right field where Tyler Coleman was waiting to make this sick catch. Let's check it out in slow-mo. Coleman lays out, makes a stunning grab. J-Rad likes to call it flashing the leather.
Flashing the leather, yeah, man.
Yeah, Golden Glove style is a great catch.
100%.
Exactly. So if you get on Instagram, you check out those clips. If you like the
Triple, hashtag JRAD.
And if you like the Golden Glove dive and catch, you can hashtag JROM.
Thanks, J-Rom. Back to you, Samara.
Unfortunately for reigning MVP Kevin Durant, he will be out 4 to 6 months, needing bone graft surgery on his ailing right foot. This season, Durant averaged 25.4 points, 6.6 rebounds, and 4.1 assists in only 27 games. From one injury to another, Chicago Bulls point guard Derrick Rose is hopeful about returning to his team before the end of the season after undergoing surgery on his right knee on February 27th. Rose said that he does not have any pain or swelling, but is unsure how his body will hold up when he takes the floor. Switching to baseball, with opening night right around the corner, the MLB is employing some time-saving tactics in an effort to speed up the game. Last season's baseball games averaged a length of 3 hours. Some of these new rules include all batters keeping at least 1 foot in the batter's box throughout his at-bat. There are also no more intentional walks or any unnecessary breaks or pauses. The official first pitch will happen April 5th and will feature the St. Louis Cardinals and Chicago Cubs in a NL Central matchup. Pretty good way to start the season. We'll see if these new rules cut down on actual game time. That's all in pro sports. I'm Samara Rosenfeld. Ashley and Josh, back to you.
Well, that's all we have here today. Of course, I'm your boy, Jay Swifty.
And I'm Ashley Say What? And not only should you be following us on social media, but you should be following Ram Center.
You guys know the drill. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WCU Ram Center. And tune in every week for the latest on everything going on in WCU athletics. Stay Golden Rams.